They found it in a biome nobody had mapped yet. A portal, not the kind they knew, not the dark obsidian frame with the purple shimmer. This one was smaller.
Stone arch, vines growing through the cracks, a light on the other side that was a different color from anything in their server. Green gold warm, like somewhere else entirely.
Spoony said, I have theories about where this leads. Spike said, one person at a time, and it closes after. Stick said, how do you know that? Spike said, I just know. Mugsy was already through.
Nobody had seen him move. One moment he was at the back of the group, arms crossed, and then the light shifted and he was gone. The portal shimmered once, and then steadied. Still open?
Still, one at a time, Spoony went second. He had a plan for the other side, something about resource mapping and strategic positioning.
He stepped through mid-sentence, still talking to nobody, and the portal shimmered again, still open. Stick looked at Spike. Spike was looking at the portal. Tines at their lowest.
He'd said one at a time, and it closes after he'd known from the start. He'd come anyway.
He was here at the edge of a portal that he'd already predicted was going to be a problem, and he hadn't left. Stick said, I'll go.
And if it closes before you get through, Spike said, then I'll find another way. Stick went through.
The other side was everything the portal had promised, a biome that shouldn't exist, dense and warm and saturated in colors the main server didn't have.
Mugsy was at a flat stone near the center, arms crossed again, looking at the terrain with the speck. Ific expression of someone doing geography. Spoony was already measuring things with the clipboard.
The portal shimmered behind Stick. Still open. They watched it. Spike's silhouette appeared. In the frame, tines visible even through the shimmer, slightly raised. He stepped through.
The portal closed. For a moment nobody said anything. Spike was on the right side. The portal was gone. Spoony said, I knew he'd make it. Spike said, you didn't know that.
Spoony said, I believed it, which is basically the same thing. Spike's tines went to the gentle position.
He looked at the biome around them, the dense canopy, the warm colors, the stone where Mugsy was sitting. He sat down beside Mugsy without saying anything. Mugsy said, took you long enough.
Spike said, I was thinking. Mugsy said, I know. They sat there for a while.
Lumi appeared at the edge of the biome, the way she always did. Just there, glow steady, in the RMS light the server had ever shown. She sat beside Stick. A portal, Stick said, one at a time.
Closes after Mugsy went first. Spike went last. Can I tell you something? Stick looked at her. Trust isn't one decision. It's the same decision made again by everyone who comes after you.
When Mugsy went first, he created the first piece of evidence. Not proof evidence. Spoony used that evidence to decide. You used what Mugsy and Spoony created. And Spike, she paused.
Spike had the most evidence of anyone. He watched 3 people go through. He still needed to decide for himself. Stick thought about the moment before Spike stepped through.
About the tines slightly raised, not all the way down, not neutral, slightly raised. What does slightly raised mean for Spike? Lumi's glow pulsed warm.
It means he decided the evidence was enough, not certain enough. There's a difference, Stick. Thought about that. About the difference between certain and enough.
He was the last one, Stick said. If the portal had closed before he got through, he knew that was possible, Lumi said. He came anyway.
He stood at the edge and decided that what he'd watched the rest of you do was enough reason to go, that's not small. Stick looked at Spike sitting beside Mugsy on the flat stone.
At Spoony already building something nearby. Clipboard raised, the new biome apparently full of plans. At the warm green gold light that was different from everything in their main server.
It's a good biome, he said. Lumi almost smiled. Ask Mugsy. Stick walked over to the flat stone and sat beside Spike. Worth it? He asked. Spike looked at the biome for a moment.
The tines at gentle. The warm light. Ask me when we build something here. He said, which was, from Spike, the most optimistic thing he'd said in 20 episodes. What did they find on the other side?